Well, hello there. Here I have 3 solar panels. They are in a frame and they can hang so that this is able to turn freely. And this is a solar tracker. It tracks the sun. So I'm going to set it in motion and show you how it tracks the sun, and then I'll show you what it comprises of. So there we can see our tracker. It's not in the sun at the moment. I just want to demonstrate it. So all we have to do is switch it on. So it has a little power bank in here. And we just press it 1, 2, 3 times. We see that little light begins to blink. And now it's going to have, this motor is going to, it's going to turn every hour by 15 degrees. And this panel is going to keep tracking the sun because the sun moves 15 degrees every hour. So this little motor is going to rotate this panel. This panel starts out facing east and ends up facing west. So we're going to speed this up so you can see this panel turning. Then we'll explain to you how it works. So the motor's about to turn again. And you see how the panel has changed its angle so that it continues to face the sun. So we'll let this continue and then we'll come back and show you everything about it. I just want to undo this so I can show you how it works. So we can get a bit closer to show you. So that is a Pico microprocessor, and it's attached to, so there's our little H-bridge motor driver. This switches it on and off, and it can reverse it or send it forward during the day. At the end of the day, it's going to reverse it. Then here we have the batteries, rechargeable batteries for the motor. One 7-volt panel drives the recharges these rechargeable batteries. So there's just, I'm not using rechargeables at the moment because it's not outside, but we just replace those with the rechargeables. So this panel charges these rechargeables straight. There's no other controller. Then this is a little gearbox. Here is a bobbin, and this bobbin turns and it's got a piece of thread. So as this bobbin turns, it winds. You can hardly see, there's a piece of thread here attached to the frame, and as this bobbin turns, well, as the motor switches on for 3 seconds every hour, it turns it winds up thread and turns this whole solar panel to keep it facing the sun. Then 2 of those panels, they're both 7 volts each, go to, this is a little car USB, goes into the cigarette lighter, and from here the 14 volts is regulated by this to 12 volts, and then this charges this battery. There's a little port. So this battery gets charged by that, and then this battery also drives the Pico. I quite like the system. There's something very good about the system. First of all, with it being able to rotate like this freely, so this can rotate freely. So by being able to do it, it can face perfectly east when it's lying on its side. That's in the morning. It can lie, and this can be adjusted, the angle. I just have to tie it higher or lower on the two sides. So it's a piece of string, there's no hinges, and these little cup hooks, that's the only thing that it swivels on. And then it faces perfectly west at the end of the day, and then the motor reverses for 36 seconds, and then this all reverses back to the position it was in at the start of the day. So this generates enough power to turn the motor, to drive the pick, and to keep one of these rechargeable blocks, these bricks, or these, it's a little 5-volt USB. It's got 3 USB ports, and so it can be charged, and then it also drives the motor. So this panel keeps this fully charged, and this panel keeps those rechargeables fully charged for the motor that drives the motor. This drives the Pico, and then this is being charged all the time by the sun, so it stays permanently charged, so that if you've got a cell phone or something that you want to use, or you can swap that out and put another one in that's not charged. So then that is how this solar charger works. I'm very fond of this whole system. I like the frame that I welded. It's just out of rebar, and it can sit on a flat roof, or it can just sit on the ground in the sun. What I plan to do is to make this all totally waterproof eventually. But yeah, so there is the whole system. Pico, motor driver, rechargeable batteries, panel, which 7-volt, which charges those batteries, geared motor, little bobbin, turns for 3 seconds, moves this whole panel through 15 degrees every hour, reverses it at night. A little 12-volt that goes into the cigarette lighter, outputs 5 volts through a mini USB, or through a USB port on that side. So there's the 2 USB ports. One uses less than the other, or puts out a lower wattage than the other. And there is our whole system, and it should be self-maintaining.